Chidimma Adetshina is exiting the pageantry world from competing in any other pageantry after winning the Miss Universe sash and title of Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, and eventually ending the placement with being the first runner-up this year. This woman literally came from being just a normal beauty pageant contender, a girl with a dream, to ending up being the first runner-up at the biggest pageant competition in the world. That is Miss Universe. Now, on this episode, we are going to watch an interview where she did with the BBC, where she explained what is going on right now, how she is feeling after coming from Mexico, what is going on, and what to expect in the years to come. Now, if you are new to the channel, please consider to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate your time. Now, without wasting anybody's time, let's get into this episode. So now let's go and watch this interview and see what Chidimma Adetshina basically had to say, and let's get into this thing. Let's play it.
Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, Chidimma Adetshina, welcome back home.
Thank you so much.
How did you feel when you got to the last 12, then you progressed to the last 5, then it was you and Denmark standing on that stage? What was going on in your mind then? Did you think you were going to get that far?
Honestly, I think I'm still processing all the things that happened. I felt like I was only going to make top 30, and I was actually okay with it. You know, I put it in my heart and I was like, I'm just happy I'm going to make top 30. And when I made top 12, I was like, oh my word, like I made it this far. And I was actually really happy because I got to go to the evening gown rounds, and I had no expectations whatsoever for top 5. So for me to hear my name in top 5, I was like, oh wow, like this is real. And this is like the main thing, the question rounds, what actually determines the winner. And I did not prepare myself mentally to say, okay, I'm going to answer questions or anything. So to see myself in the top 2 was really an incredible moment for me, because I was like, is this me? Like, is this happening? I remember when they told us to move forward, I literally cried, and I was like, okay, no, you can't cry. Like, you have to just, you know, hold it back a little bit. But I think it was just all those emotions that were crowded within me just really just wanted to come out and release. But also it was such a proud moment for me. That's why I was like, okay, this is huge. Like, this is really huge.
As you just heard what Chidimma had to say in that first part, she literally was not prepared to go that far in this competition, because trust me, this competition was very tight this year. The ladies were cream de la cream. Everyone was very prepared. Everyone was looking their best, and everyone brought their A game. And from Africa, we had the best contestants we have ever sent in Miss Universe. So obviously, Chidimma Adetshina did not think that she would be the girl to move from top 30 to eventually top 12 and top 5. So it was a surprise. Even to herself, she was like, oh, this is an amazing experience. This was a very good fit for her. And she just wanted to be in the top 30. She did not expect to. She was like, it's only top 30 for me. I get top 30. I would appreciate it and I would not complain. But God had other plans for Chidimma Adetshina, our Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, and she moved on now. Let's get back into this interview.
And did you expect the level of support you got from fans across the world, across the continent, you know, during your time in Mexico?
I did not expect it at all. In fact, I was actually really scared because a lot of the countries had so many supporters. When we would walk down, everyone's like screaming their countries and no one would scream Nigeria. But I had to remind myself that you're still worthy, you're still capable. Just showcase yourself, put Nigeria out there, and I know you can do it. And I'm really proud that I got to put Nigeria on the stage.
And you wrote a heartfelt note after you became Miss Universe Africa and Oceania to Nigeria specifically and Africa. You said Nigeria picked you up at your lowest, and on days you were ready to give up on your life, they picked you up. Those are very strong words.
It was a very emotional one for me. I literally even cried after, because I was like, this journey has been so hard, and I don't think a lot of people understood what I really went through. I think most times I tried to open up about it, but I was also trying not to say much or to offend people. So I just really tried to cover it up as well. So for me, just like getting to that stage, I was so proud, and knowing that I had such a tremendous amount of support, not only from Nigerians, but from Africa. It was just an overwhelming experience, because I was like, never once did I think I would receive this love and support. And it felt so refreshing to actually feel so loved and so accepted.
Now, you just heard what Chidimma had to say right there. When she was in Mexico, she did not think that she was even expecting this love. Because, when they were coming out of the hotel, if you were watching those days, building up to the final night, all the vloggers, the fans would go to the hotel and they would line up at the lobby waiting for the ladies to come from the bedrooms. And when they're coming through the lobby part, people would literally scream the countries of their contestants. And she just said it. There's no one screaming in Nigeria. So it was like, oh, nobody's screaming for me. I don't have fans right in this place. And these other girls have people literally screaming their countries out. But Chidimma is a different type of breed. She told herself, "You can do it. You came to Mexico prepared. You came with a mission." Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but she was like, "You came here with a mission, and you have to follow what you did. Put Nigeria on the map, and you can do this." And ladies and gentlemen, she basically did that. Now, let's get back into this interview.
Last time we spoke, you said you were not okay. I'd like to ask, how are you holding up now?
It's still not okay. I think I'm a lot better than what I was before. I think before I was just like really hiding it a lot, and I was like, nah, I'm okay. But I had to acknowledge it. And I think I really did a great job. And I used that little lost strength that I had. And I'm glad that it's all done. So now I can just sit back and just be like, okay, you know what? It's time to focus on you. I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my mental health. And I think that's really important right now.
And have you seen the therapist yet?
Not yet. Now that I'm back, that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. So I can just unbox all those emotions.
And your parents, how did they feel about your journey and your placing and your win? Were they there in Mexico with you?
No, they were not in Mexico, but they were definitely watching from South Africa. It was such an emotional one for them because I literally video called them and they were so happy, they were so proud, and they were crying because they were like, oh my word, you've been through so much and we never thought that you were this strong and you still wanted to do this, because there were so many times where they kept on saying, like, just leave it, like, don't worry, better things will come. And I was like, listen, there's nothing better that can come. This is my moment. And they were just really so proud of me.
And while you were in Mexico,
She literally says that her parents were the ones who really felt bad for her, and they thought that she should just give this up because this thing was getting very stressful for their beloved child. But Chidimma was like, no, I will stay strong. There is nothing better coming for me. I will do this pageantry game and I will eventually come out of the. Okay, she did not plan to come out as the winner, but she basically had a lot of faith in herself. And she was like, no, I have to do this. This is for me. This is my dream. Let me go for it. The worst that can happen is just to lose. And I think that's a very great mindset for you to have, that type of mindset whereby you don't overly expect things to happen. You don't overly, you don't have very huge expectations. The only expectation that you're going to have is for you to work hard for yourself, for you to put 100% for yourself. And I think that's what Chidimma had before going to Mexico. She really had 100% faith in herself, that she is going to give herself 100%, and it literally paid off. Now, this interview was a little bit too long, 7 minutes around there, so we're going to move to the main question, what the question that brought you to this video. What is up with the pageantry game? Is she existing? Is she exiting the pageantry industry? What is next for her? Let's watch that part and we shall talk about it. Let's go.
and what next for Chidimma Adetshina?
What's next? It's definitely not pageantry. I am putting pageant to bed right now, but I am going to focus more on my education and obviously establishing who Chidimma is, more into runways, more into acting. So many things that I would like to touch on and actually really see where my potentials can go to. So yeah, really looking forward to that.
This is something that came up again and again. Chidimma, where did Adetshina come from?
It's my name. It's my surname. It's part of who I am. And yeah, there's really nothing much to say about it.
As you just heard it from the horse's mouth, pageantry is a done deal for her. She is no longer going to compete in the pageantry industry. And for me, if you're to ask me, I think this is the best decision Chidimma could make, because if you are just the first runner-up at Miss Universe, where else would you go for you to get other placement, which is as prestige as that? Now, not shade to the other organizations, but if you end up as the first runner-up at Miss Universe, I don't expect you to go and compete on Miss Earth or Miss anything, because literally you have done it at the biggest stage in pageantry. Because Miss Universe, regardless what is going on right now with the mess, with everything, whatever's going on that side, this Miss Universe is the biggest in the world. She ended up as first runner-up, and she ended up with the title of the first ever Miss Universe Africa and Oceania. I think that's the best way to really seal the deal and move on. And she wants to do other things. She wants to do things on the runway. And she's a very clever woman. She wants to go ahead and really build up on her education. That part of her life, she is really interested in it. And also she wants to do things like acting, go for other ventures. Because I think in the beauty pageant industry, basically, she has done it. First runner-up at Miss Universe, where there were more than 125 women. I think she did an amazing job, and I am okay with her taking that other step to other industry or to other ventures, whereby she'll find some other type of certification and other type of, you get the point. Basically, I wish her all the best, and I think she has done the right decision, because I would be extremely annoyed, sad to see her move from being the first runner-up at Miss Universe to go ahead and compete, probably let's say Miss World, and end up in the top 10. That would be going from 100 to 5. It would not be good. So I think she ended on the right note, the best note, and that we are all wishing her well. We are going to see what she does with all this, whatever is going on right now with the Miss Universe Africa and Oceania. We're wishing all the ladies well. Now, the challenge is, I'm not seeing them traveling yet, but I'm expecting them to start traveling as soon as possible. Because recently there was an event in Thailand for the Pandora company. I expected all the continental queens to be there, but that's another topic for another video. Now, thank you for watching this episode to the end. I really do appreciate your time and your patience. I am a new YouTuber, so always support your boy, and remember, don't forget to comment down on the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Chidimma Adetshina's decision on exiting the pageantry world, and what she should do in your opinion. Should she do acting, maybe do modeling? What do you expect her to do? Where do you see her in the next 5 to 3 years? Because basically this momentum of the beauty world is going to end in just 12 months. So basically we're expecting something new from her, and we're obviously wishing her the best. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, it helps the channel. New YouTuber right here. I really do appreciate everyone who's following and everyone who's taking their time to comment, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.